Hello everyone, welcome to Experience My Soul. Today we have an amazing yoga instructor, an amazing human being with us, Miss Kanchana. Kanchana ma'am, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Namaste, everybody.
So before we get into the details of this podcast, can you please tell me where did yoga get into your life and how has your life revolved around yoga?
Yoga started when I was 4 years old.
Oh.
So, when my mom was doing yoga at home, I would mimic her basically. And then it came into my school when I was in my LKG, UKG, yoga was there. I was exceptionally well. So, my teachers, who were my yoga teachers, in the school picked it up. So, they noticed that I was really good in it and they told my parents to put me into their class. So, that's how the yoga journey, a hobby began.
So a hobby became a passion now.
A passion and a profession.
And a
now.
profession.
Yes.
So how is a yoga instructor as a profession?
It's very good, especially in Mysuru. And after Yoga Day, because of Modi ji, we have been recognized more. We have a lot of respect and a lot of job opportunities is there as yoga instructor in Mysuru.
So pursuing this as a career is not a very bad option.
Oh, not at all. You can keep yourself fit, stress free. I mean, there are two sides of the coin, but at the same time, you are giving health to others.
So how is Mysuru's environment for yoga, and is it very nourishing to you guys?
Oh, definitely yes. As I said, two sides. If you come a little more towards Gokulam side, it's more professional. It's catered to a certain lifestyle and people. But you go away from Gokulam, there are plenty of free classes. There are classes who take very less money. So with those sides, you might not do so well. But otherwise, it's really good.
So for example, someone like me who is not very into yoga or who's a very vague concept of yoga, where would you recommend they or he or she start?
See, now yoga has taken such a vast, big turn, right? So it's always good to start traditionally. So you have a lot of teachers who are there from a long time. So go to them and tell them that you want to learn basic. Start with very easy basic asanas. See how your body is adjusting to it, and then go on to your higher practice.
So we know that you're also a bike enthusiast, you're a biker yourself. So biking, yoga, how do they go hand in hand?
Many people will see it in two different paths, but I see it as one because see, yoga is not just about how much of back bend you can do or how easily you can touch your toes. Yoga is also meditation, pranayama. So when I'm on the bike, when I'm on the road, for me that is meditation. The focus what I get on the mat is the same what I get on the bike. Plus also I include my yoga sessions for bikers. For example, if you are a biker, major problem what you get is back pain.
Yes.
Because a lot of them leave biking
Relatable.
also.
Yeah.
So you have asanas which will help you to ease the back pain, to strengthen your back, your neck. With the helmet, you're riding for
True.
10 hours and all. Helmet will obviously start getting a neck pain. So for that, I can cater to that specific issue and design the class. So I have done yoga for bikers itself.
So as we speak yoga, this might be a generic question, but spirituality is something which comes with yoga. How has your spiritual journey been with yoga? Can you brief us about it?
So I have got opened up to a lot of possibilities which before I would probably restrict myself that way. And traveling again, see that as I said it, how it goes hand in hand beautifully. When I travel, I get to see so many places where each temple has a yoga pose that probably I've never done in my life. So I see that, I see how old yoga is and how beautifully it's been crafted around. So like that, you get opened up to a lot of things around you. So it will elevate you spiritually. You become more positive person, and you become more tolerant of course.
So you've been practicing yoga for quite a big chunk of your life.
Yes, 26 years.
Yeah, 26 years. Almost 3 decades.
Yeah.
So how do you think yoga has changed or perception towards yoga has changed of people throughout your journey?
It has been a flip, I would say. You might have heard the viral things like beer yoga, biryani yoga. and all.
Yeah.
So I come from a teaching of a traditional sense. In fact, my sir, who I first learned, he would not even touch me to correct me. He would hold a stick. So all these things have changed westernly, but at the same time, somewhere we also are losing the essence of it, and you can see so many Westerners coming here
True.
and learning in the traditional sense. So a flip has happened. I feel somewhere it is going back also.
So the traditional practices are coming back again.
Yes.
So as you mentioned, the Westerners coming here and practicing our traditional yoga. Has it changed the dynamic of teachers' approach towards yoga?
Definitely is. I had never heard an asana called as downward dog. We used to call it as Adho
Adho
Mukha
Mukha
Svanasana.
Svanasana.
Yes. So to make it a little more easier for them, they have brought in, I mean, we, ourselves as a teachers, they have brought in practices which would be easy for them. But at the same time, when a person wants to deepen their practice, again they're going back to the roots. So they're learning these asanas in traditional sense. They're learning shlokas, which is so beautiful. Every class we start with a shloka, we end with a shloka. And now same thing is happening everywhere. You start off in an easy way, but you come back to the roots.
You said you were mimicking your mother when she was performing yoga in your house. Other than your mother, who has been your inspiration or idol of yoga practices?
I would definitely say Patabi Joyce is one of them who's so popular here. And also BK's Iyengar. We studied his
Obviously.
book, Light on Yoga. That was there in our syllabus. And the way he led his life also, it was so beautiful. And even at that age, he would do Nauli, the twisting of the
Yeah.
tummy. And my mom is the only lady who does that in entire Karnataka. I don't know other states though. So she, as a lady, she has learnt it. So she has, broken the barricade over there. So he has been a great inspiration, telling age is not a limit. No matter what, you can do any asana at any given point of time, any pranayama or kriya.
So, ma'am, we have reached our second segment, which is the rapid fire questions. I'll rapidly fire a few questions at you, and you'll have to rapidly fire a few answers at me.
All right,
Biking or yoga?
yoga,
Favorite asana?
chakrasana.
One word to summarize Mysore's relationship with yoga.
It's forever.
Forever. One moment of your yoga experience you can't forget.
When I won bronze medal on an international platform in Portugal, I was 9 years old, the only South Indian girl to do that.
Your relationship with your mother and your relationship with yoga. One word to summarize.
It's friendly.
Friendly.
Yeah, it's like sakha. It's like that.
Sakha.
Yeah.
Very nice. And that's been the rapid fire question. Guys, we have a performing at Experience Mysuru. And if you want to witness the magic of yoga and the spiritual journey of yoga, please do come watch her perform in her guidance at Experience Mysuru. Thank you.